Hey there, this is Katherine Cartwright. Welcome. I am sharing the card kit from Stamps of Life. This is the February 2025 collection, Wishing You Happiness. And I'm going to show you the paper pad in a second, but let me show you what's included. We've got some puppy stickers. We've got some wooden elements here, this little kind of pie shape, so cute. We've got some buttons, a little assortment of buttons, some epoxy strips that have some words on there, some sentiments, a ribbon, and then there also is a set of word dies, and this says wishing you happiness. And this is an A1 picnic basket folded. So you get an A1 die set in each of the card kits this year for 2025. So every month you get one of those, which makes it a great value. You get the envelopes, you get a storage envelope, that large plastic envelope, which I adore. And then here are the colors. We've got powdered sugar twig, kiwi, blueberry, sunshine, bubblegum, mint chip, poppy, and I think that Pacific is that lighter blue. And here is the paper pad with lots of cuteness in it. We've got these little turtles here. We've got little animals here. This works with the picnic time dies. Okay, so this is the club set. Here's the stamp set, and here are the dies that if you're a die-hard member, which you get the stamp and the die set together each month, these will coordinate with the paper pad. Okay, so I'm just showing you here how these all fit onto these little critters. All right, and so you can just run these through your die machine, and then you've got a bunch of them cut out. And that little pie goes on the next page. There are 2 pages. One works with a coordinating die set as well, the picnic time too. There you can see the little pie right there. So that is where that little die is going to go. And then if you have the coordinating dies for these, you can use those as well. And look at these beautiful patterns. There's some fun kind of new different patterns this month, which I really liked. And then it repeats again. So you get 24 sheets of double-sided high quality paper. Love the cardstock. Okay, so we're going to jump right in. I've got a shaped die. I cannot think of the name of this background. I'll link it in the description. It's so fun. I've really enjoyed using this. This is a newer to me die, but I love the shape of it, that it cuts out these pieces. So you can just leave it just plain if you wanted to, and then fill it back in. You can fill in that rectangle a different color. But I'm just going to add some glue to this, and I'm going to add this to a piece of pattern paper from the paper pad. And I love this pattern. I really didn't want to use it because y'all know I've told you I love to hoard my paper as well as other things, but especially the pattern paper when I have a favorite pattern. Oh, this is probably my favorite one in the pack this month, but I'm using it. I'm sacrificing my paper, and then I'm trying to decide if I want to fill this back in. I definitely want to fill it in somewhat because that is a busy pattern, so we've got a lot going on, and I don't want to lose completely all the focal point, but I wanted to use that green, and so I'm just trying to fill it in with some yellow. So I'm just deciding where I'm going to put what. And that's the fun part, is you could really make a very kind of modern sort of graphic look to this just by using some different paper. You could ink blend some paper on this and then cut it out. I think there's a lot of fun to be had with this die, and I'm sorry I cannot remember the name of it. But again, I will link it in the description. As I'm recording right now, I just cannot recall what it's called. It's probably something rectangles, some kind of stitched rectangles. Okay, but it all cuts out in one, which is really fun. All right, so let me glue these down. And again, I was just trying to decide if I wanted to fill it all in with yellow. I'm going to leave a little bit of the pattern in there because it's so pretty. And then this paper I trimmed to 4 inches by 5 1/4. My finished card is an A2 sized, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, and then I'm working on the word die here, and you can see these cute little puffy stickers with the little pig. I think the pig is so cute. My oldest daughter, I dressed her up as a pig a long, long time ago for Halloween, and we have this cute little picture of her in her little pig outfit, and she has this big smile on her face. So every time I see a little pig, a little cute pig like this, it makes me think of her long, long time ago dressed up as a little pig. So anyway, that's where my mind goes. All right, so I have got these cut out, wishing you happiness, but I did cut the U from a different color from that same green cardstock, and I'm just getting off my sticker paper here. So on these finer die cuts that I can just add them right to my cardstock. And then this U, I didn't have the sticker on the back of that. I just have it on the white piece. So that one just will require a little bit of glue, but it's a little bigger die cut, so it's a little bit easier to adhere. All right, so now I've got these fun stickers that I'm trying to decide what I want to do with. And I'm sorry, I'm a little out of camera here, out of the angle a little bit. My camera got messed up a little bit. It always moves around. The little thing that holds the camera gets moved. And so sometimes after I record a video, I'm like, uh-oh. But hopefully you can still see what's happening. Okay, so now I'm going to glue this down because I'm happy with where my stickers have gone. And I'm going to add this to a white, the powdered sugar white card base. Okay, how cute. And again, that's an A2 sized. All right, I've got my ribbon here. I'm going to pull this out. I love when they include a white ribbon or a cream colored ribbon, specifically white, because you can dye this if you wanted to. And I need to do that. I always say that on camera as I'm working with it. I'm like, oh, I should dye this, and then I never do it. So I need to pull this aside and make a point of cutting it, and then I'm cutting, and then I need to dye this is what I should do. I really should. And you can do this with, re-inkers. You could just add a little bit of water to a re-inker and then dip your ribbon into that water, and you can have custom dyed ribbon, or you could kind of just do little segments of it. But I need to try that. So maybe I'll hold on to this roll and then I can do that in another video. All right, so I've got some foam here. I have tied my ribbon on there, and I just did a simple knot on this because I have a lot going on with the pattern, and so I'm just keeping it a little bit simple, but I'm going to add these little pieces of foam. I found this little roll of foam in my craft stash that I was excited to locate, and so I'm going to be using this up. So I vary between this, and I have some foam sheets. I have little square adhesives, so I love my foam, and I also purchased a roll online recently that's a little bit thinner that I've been enjoying. I'll link that in the description too, so I just want to share that as well. All right, so that card is finished, and now I am ready to move on to the next one. I've got some of my little pre-printed die cuts ready to go. That's the fun part about the kit, is you get these pieces that you can cut out, and then you can easily make a bunch of cards. So it just makes it so simple. So I just kind of cut these down to size. I would imagine that top piece is probably 2 3/4, and the other piece I would guesstimate probably inch and a half. I'm not really good about measuring. I know that's a shortcoming for me, and a lot of people in the videos have all the measurements on there. I just don't. So I'll ask for forgiveness on this. I did die cut a rectangle from, I'm pretty sure this is Poppy cardstock. It's got that beautiful red, kind of orangey red. Really like that color. And then I'm going to add some of my little friends here to my square that I cut. But I'm going to pop them up with some foam just to give them a little bit of added dimension. You don't have to do this. You can just glue them directly on. It's easier for mailing for sure if you don't have a ton of dimension, but I do think on camera when I can, I try to, just because I think it looks a little better. So anyway, let me get this adhesive strip off of here, and because people ask me all the time what I use, and so I have like I said, an assortment of adhesive. There is no shortage of adhesive in my craft room because I love to spend time with my adhesive, liquid or dry or foam. I got it all. Okay, so I'm going to add this little epoxy strip at the top. It's a little bit hard to see with the glare. I'm sorry about that, but you can see the other ones. It's your special day. You make me smile. Thank you. You're the best. And these, to me, are so much prettier in person. I think on camera they look okay, but there's so much more interest and richness to them in person that the camera just really doesn't pick them up. It just kind of makes a glare and makes it a little dull, and these are anything but dull for sure. All right, so I've added that on there, added a little more foam to get my square onto my cardstock, and then I made that card base in the A2 sized, okay? And I know Stephanie's been doing a little more 5x7, so you'll see some of that coming out as well. I think one of the card bases that she released, maybe at HSN, I can't remember. but anyway, been enjoying the 5x7 card bases for sure. And then also the A1, which I'm going to use in a second. And then here are these little wooden pieces with some, I'm just using some glue dots here. You could use a dry adhesive as well, but I just tend to use my glue dots on this. And then I can just kind of stick them on there. And the glue dots are super sticky. And so sometimes I have to use an additional little thing. And then I glued that down, and then I decided I needed a few more little wooden pieces. And so I'm just adding a few more to round this out on that card. So cute. And here is the little basket, the A1. I'm just showing you that you leave a little gap when you fold your paper over to create your fold it. I have a ton of videos on fold its, and they're so simple to make a shaped card and a lot of fun. But this A1 is a little bit smaller, so the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 that I was referencing is what we call an A2 sized card. So these are going to be a little bit smaller, these shaped cards. And you can see it has this fun little pattern that cuts into it for the front of your basket. I'm just adding a little piece of twig I cut it again in twig, and then I trimmed down that little piece so you can paper piece these together. And then I'm just going to add this directly onto the white card base that I created. But so quick and easy. You could do so much with this little basket. You could tuck some flowers in there. A lot of things that you could do to fill this little basket. You could put some little Easter eggs, I should say, not Easter basket, Easter eggs, and make a little Easter basket. I could see, I want to say it's Winter Wishes is a set that Stephanie re-released. It was from from a class a long time ago. It's one of my absolute favorite sets she has ever put out because it has all this fun greenery and such, and I think that would be a great one to fill this little basket. You could fill it with some flowers. Okay, and I'm definitely going to use one more of these little epoxy sentiments because they're just so cute. I know it covers a little bit of the basket, but I just had to because I loved the color. So this says, "Thank you, sending a basket full of thanks," I think is what that said. But that is from the stamp set, the card set, club set this month. Okay, so here are the 3 projects I made. I've got 2 cards and then this fun little shaped fold it, and you can see that it stands up. How cute. You could probably fit maybe a little gift card in there. I'm not sure. I should have looked to see if it's big enough to receive or hold a gift card. But that could be a fun thing to add to it. So I hope you enjoyed this collection. Leave me a comment. Let me know what your favorite card is that I made. And I appreciate you so much watching. And have a great day.